Hello everyone, let me take you back to a time when life was simpler and communities were bound by the ties of mutual respect and cooperation. In those days, we didn't rely on supermarkets or processed goods. Instead, we thrived on what we grew and produced ourselves. This was the era of the barter system, where the fruits of our labor were directly exchanged with one another. To recollect, our family would rise with the sun and work together in the fields, planting and harvesting vegetables and fruits. After a long days of work, we fill a basket with fresh produce and take them to our neighbors. In return, our neighbors would share their own harvest with us. Perhaps they had honey from their beehives, a fresh milk from their cows, or grains from their fields. Each exchange was not just a trade of goods, but an act of trust and camaraderie. There was a special kind of joy in this exchange. The bonds we formed with our neighbors were strong and enduring. We celebrated each other's success and supported one another through hardships. Love and respect were the currency of the time, and they enriched our lives more than any material wealth could. Life was far from easy, but it was fulfilling. We were connected to the land and to each other. Every meal was a product of our labor and cooperation, and every interaction strengthened our sense of community. We didn't have the distractions of modern technology, but we had the invaluable gift of time spent together. As technology advanced, this practice slowly faded. People moved away from farming, seeking convenience in the supermarket stocks with inorganic produce. The sense of community went as personal connections were replaced by impersonal transactions. The world became more connected through technology, but ironically less connected in human relationships. I share this not to lament the past, but to remind you of the value of community, of working together, and of sharing with one another. Even in this modern age, you can find ways to feel those connections and nurture those values. Remember, true happiness comes from the relationships we build and the love we share. So while you embrace the convenience of today, never forget the lessons of the past. Cherish your family and friends, support your community, and find joy in the simple, meaningful acts of sharing and caring for one another.